In question 8, the curve y equals to sine of x is transformed to the curve y equals to sine half x minus 30. We have to describe fully a sequence of transformations that have been combined and making clear the order in which the transformation is applied. Now, if y equals to sine x has been converted to y equals to 4 sine of 1 upon 2x minus 30. So the transformations that have been applied, this 4 represents a stretch in the y direction, and the scale factor in this case will be equals to 4. This half x represents a stretch in the x direction. So we'll write there will be a stretch in x direction, and the scale factor will be 2 as it is 1 upon 2. So the scale factor over here will be equals to 2. And this 30 degrees basically represents a translation or a movement in the x or the horizontal unit, and the translation vector will be 30 and 0. Now, to put this in order, we can put the stretch in any order. However, when there is a movement in the x direction, we apply the arithmetic operation, the opposite of arithmetic operation. So in arithmetics, we first multiply and then we add or subtract. However, when we are talking about movements in x direction, first we'll always apply the addition or subtraction transformation, and then the multiple or division. So we can put the translation as a first transformations. We can write it as there will be a translation first. So this will be translation of 30 and 0. So this is basically addition or subtraction in the x direction. And then the stretch, which is a multiplication in the x direction. So the stretch will be of scale factor 2. So we'll write stretch in the x direction, and scale factor will be equals to 2. And we can finally write there will be a stretch in the y direction, and the scale factor will be 4. Now, this stretch in the y direction could have been in any place, or it could have been in 1, 2, or 3. However, we'll always put the translation in x before the stretch in x direction. In part B, we have to find the exact solution of the equation 4 sine half x minus 30 equals to 2 root 2. So in the first step, we will divide 4 on the other side. This will become half x minus 30 is equals to 2 root 2 divided by 4. So 2 and 4 will cancel out. We'll get square root 2 upon 2. Now taking sine inverse of 2 root 2, we'll get the basic angle. So sine inverse of 2 root 2, if we substitute this in the calculator, the basic angle will be equals to 45. Now, as it is a square root, we can assume that we'll take sine in the positive and the negative quadrants. So this angle will be 45 up here. We'll make a 45 up here. We can make a 45 up here and here as well. Now, finding the value of x, we'll put half x minus 30 is equals to, the first angle will be 45. So we'll put it equals to 45. Solving this, we'll get half x is equals to 45 plus 30, which is 75. So x will be equals to 150. Then using the other angle, which will be 180 minus 45. So half x minus 30 will be is equals to 180 minus 45, which is 135. Adding 30 on the other side, we'll get half x is equals to 165. And then multiplying it by 2, we'll get 330 degrees. Now, if we solve for the remaining angles, so the another angle we can use will be 180 plus 45, which is 225. But when we add 30 and multiply it by 2, it will go above 360, as x has to be in between 0 and 360. So the two values of x will be 150 degrees and 330 degrees.